Welcome to the Emerge tutorial on how to submit a research proposal. If you haven't already seen the Emerge tutorial video on how to register, please go and see that video before continuing. An Emerge account is needed before a research proposal can be submitted. In order to submit an Emerge proposal, you must first log in the top right corner, login. Click on this and you'll be taken to the login page. Insert your username or email address and password and click login. Once logged in, you'll be taken to the dashboard where you can start a new proposal, see your proposals, access account settings, or cancel your Emerge account. Click on the new proposal to start a new proposal. Now we're starting a new proposal on the Emerge website. We have 6 different tabs to fill out before a submission can be made. Fill out the forms and follow the prompts in order to submit your proposal. For this tutorial, I'm going to give a title of printed energy storage devices, and the type of material or system I'm going to get is screen printing. Of activity, I'm going to call it prototype fabrication. You can add secondary activities if you wish. Let's put in material synthesis and ink formulation, and I can add and remove more or less. For keywords, I will put in printed electronics, sustainability, and screen printing. Be aware that only a max of 7 keywords can be used. The majority of the work, let's say proof of concept. And here we can add publications from previous work and include the DOI and title, proposals if they've been submitted for a previous report, and if you are a part of the external review panel. For this proposal, I will click no for all of these. And then click next. You can save draft and come back to it later on the other side. Next, we're on to the scientific case tab, where we give scientific context and objectives, the materials, and more detail in the work plan. For this tutorial, I have just filled out the scientific case very briefly by giving it a printed energy storage, materials needed are inks and a screen printing machine. The work plan is to carry out the development of a printed energy storage device, and expected outputs is a functional all printed device. For additional information, I put functional test of the device might be carried out if it's successful, and for references, I've just put an example reference which is not correct. Now we can go to the next, or we can save our draft, or even go back to our previous tab. Now we're on to the experimental plan, where we're going to fill out the details of what we need from our Emerge host site and who we plan to do the proposal with. So for a technique, I've put in AFM or atomic force microscopy, and the need is to investigate the active material. We can add more techniques as needed, or we can just stick with one and remove this extra one. Now we get to choose our preferred institutions to conduct the project. So I've clicked one in Poland and one in Germany, but there only needs to be one if needed, and now we can save draft, go to previous, or go to next. Now we're in the co-proposals tab, where we can add extra people involved and insert the email address. For this proposal, I will just say no and continue to next. In order to submit an Emerge proposal, you must agree with the terms and conditions of Emerge, so please go ahead into this link and read the terms and conditions before continuing. For this proposal, I will just click next. Now we're on the last tab, the validation and submission, so you can go through all the information you've currently put in and make sure it's all correct, and then before submitting down in the bottom. You can also save draft at this point or submit proposal. Click on submit proposal to submit your proposal. Once clicking submit, you should come to this page which says your responses have been successfully submitted. You should also have received an Emerge email confirming your submission. Your submitted proposal should now be visible in the My Proposals tab on the left, where the proposal can be deleted or can be checked by clicking on the link here. This concludes the tutorial for submissions for new proposals.